Thank you. Brad Radisi here, and it's time for our Bulldog Conversation, a unique talk with individuals here at Samford University that are making a difference. And joining me for the Bulldog Conversation is Dr. Matt Kerlin, Assistant Dean for Spiritual Life and the University Minister here on Samford's campus. And Matt, we have a big event coming up right after Thanksgiving. That's our annual Hanging of the Green. What a big event, especially for students, everybody involved.
Sure. This has become one of Samford's biggest traditions. I know that 45 minutes before the service begins, there will be people in their seats and sometimes a line out the door waiting to get in. It's become a big tradition. It's really the first major event we have in connection with the holiday season. Right after Thanksgiving, students come back and the campus has been decorated. Reed Chapel will be decorated. It's a chance for us to honor some seniors who've been nominated by faculty and staff members. They are part of the service. They help hang the green and decorate the chapel. And there's a narrative that leads people through the Christmas story. It's a great event.
And it's always packed. And one thing we're working on this year is a live stream of the event, and there's an overflow room. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So the event will be simulcast over the web. The web address will be on Samford's homepage, so you can access it there. We'll also be showing the live stream in the planetarium, which is a phenomenally technologically savvy space, with great sound and a great picture, and comfortable theater-style seating for people who may arrive a little bit late and the chapel's already full. We have some ushers that will direct them to the planetarium. So that way, when you walk out of Reed Chapel and walk out of the planetarium at the end of the event, there will be luminaries lighting all of the sidewalks and leading people toward the center of campus for the next phase of that celebration, which is called Lighting of the Way.
And that week is just filled with a lot of Samford traditions, and one that happens earlier in the week is with Lowell Van.
So for 3 decades now, Dr. Van, who has been an art teacher here at Samford, recently retired, but he's coming back to do this tradition where he will do a chalk drawing with a Christmas scene. And in the background, there will be some kind of music. I think this year we're going to do a cappella Christmas carol singing while he does his Christmas chalk drawing.
Right.
And this has long been one of students' favorite convocation programs on Samford's campus.
So we have the chalk talk, the hanging of the green, then of course we'll have Christmas break. We come back after Jan term and there's the big hoopla of step sing. A big stressful time for students, but you have an event for students right after that really takes the edge off after what's been a stressful few weeks.
Sure. For several years now, we've done a spiritual life retreat right after step sing that we call the Breathe Retreat, which is a chance for students to get away, to get off campus and literally to take a deep breath and relax, reconnect with God if they've been stressed and busy. We practice solitude and silence during that retreat. So when students arrive, we give them advance notice that we all turn off our cell phones. So we go the entire retreat without technology. We do silence from about 10 p.m. until breakfast the next morning. So there's no talking, and we encourage people to take some time and go on a walk or spend some time alone in Bible study or prayer, just to decompress from the hectic first few weeks of the spring semester.
As a university minister, what does campus worship mean to you? We're a school that doesn't shy away from faith.
Sure. Well, we are a Christian community, and part of what that means is that we ought to be a worshiping community. And so we observe worship in a variety of different settings. We have a handful of campus ministries that cooperate with Samford and meet on campus. They engage students in worship. We celebrate campus worship on Tuesday and Thursday mornings in Reed Chapel from 10 to 10:45 in the morning. That's a free hour for most students. There are almost no classes that meet during that time period. And it's a time set aside for students to come and worship in a variety of different styles, sometimes with music, sometimes without, to engage in Bible study, to talk with students about how Christians engage with the world and with some issues that are important to our society and important for Christians to think about and learn about. So it's a way to connect Christian faith and learning for those students in the context of worship at a Christian college.
That's our Bulldog conversation. Please stick around. Of course, more game action is straight ahead, as is a look at the Brock School of Business scoreboard. You're listening to the Alabama Power Halftime Show on the Samford Sports Network.